woke up with the intention of stretching today, but my homegirl Felicia, you see her right there? She is our stretch queen in the Matson, Illinois area. She said, y'all, we going to the track today. And listen, I wasn't mad at that because I literally said, you know what? I want to walk today. And the Lord heard me and she heard me. And we got on the track. I had my vest, okay? And we was outside and we had a good time. And I'm just so glad I was able to do something that I really wanted to do. But y'all, she had a message for me. You so crazy.
I'm glad she back. Don't leave me again.
Sorry, I'm done studying.
She finished studying. We got work to do.
Now, I do want to say I didn't get my miles in, but I got my time in, and that is what matters. Baby, the rest of this video did not go how I expected it to go, but that's what happens when the Holy Spirit speaks through you. So I hope y'all enjoy this message. This morning, I was expecting to have an active recovery day, aka a stretch day, and I absolutely was prepared for that. But instead, I saw my girl Felicia, my fitness instructor, and I don't even know if I really want to even call her a fitness instructor. Well, she is. That's what she does, but she is so much more than that to me. She's a friend, she's a sister, we kiki, like she's just a good time, right? If you don't like her, then I just truly believe something's wrong with you, because she is just the best like person ever. As a matter of fact, quick side note, as a matter of fact, I was doing RDLs in the gym, and I was doing them I was fairly new to working out, so I wasn't like doing them like I'm doing them now, you know. And I remember her correcting my form in such a way. She was working with a client. That's the crazy part. And she corrected my form. She said, hey, she said, when you're doing that, go all the way down. So I said like this. She said, yeah. And I appreciated that because she could have just let me do it wrong. And I told her, you know, when we got to Kiki and I started going to her class, I said, I remember you correcting my form and everything, and I was like, thank you for that. She's like, girl, I don't want to see nobody hurt, you know, blah blah blah. Okay. So anyways, that wasn't the point of the video, but I'm saying all this to say is that I was prepared for something else, and because she does stretch class, so I said, okay, this is active recovery for me. I'm stretching because I knew like tomorrow is my walk. So it's cool. I got 2 walk days in. We ended up walking, and she's like, you got your vest? And I said, yeah, I keep it in the car. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like, there's so much revelation in just what happened today, because I got up expecting to do one thing but ended up doing something else. And that's how quickly the Lord will move in your life. That is how quickly the Lord will do things. When you surrender it over to him, he will just flip it on you, right? And the thing is, we are to be in expectation of his goodness every day, right? But also we get so caught up in what we're doing, our day-to-day, our routine, our schedule, that sometimes when a disruption happens, we call it complete, like we think of a disruption as something that can be negative. And all the time, a disruption is not negative. I look at disruptions like I can't never get too comfortable, because you never know what can happen. And I really think the Lord is speaking to me, because I was watching something yesterday, and this I be watching that show on Netflix, the Dallas Cowboys, the cheerleader show, and I just done got hooked on it, y'all. I think this season 3, I done got just completely hooked. And so in the show, one of the young ladies, she ended up twisting her ankle, or sprained her ankle. She sprained her ankle, so she couldn't perform. So it was a disruption. So they had to figure out what to do. And one of so they called an all-star. And so they called her back, okay? And the girl, they said, hey, are you able to perform? Can you still do this? Whop the bam. She says yes. She was ready. And I heard them say Sunday, so I don't know what day it was. And they said, you won't have time to practice, only on the day of the game, blah blah blah. She like, all right. But that's the thing. She stayed ready. We have to stay in position. We have to stay ready. So this is the second time that this come up for me in you know, from yesterday. It came up today. So I am in anticipation. Jeez. I'm in anticipation. I'm anticipating. Y'all know I be a little. I'm anticipating that God is about to disrupt whatever plans that I have, but in a good way, because both situations were positive. The girl, yes, it was a disruption to her because she couldn't perform, but she was able to rehab herself, right? But we never know, because you might have needed that rest, okay? Sometimes God will disrupt you because you need rest. So that's number one. Number two, on the other side, the other young lady, she was disrupted, but it was good for her because she said, I'm back on the field. She was able to help. She was able to serve, right? This disruption today allowed me to meet somebody new that I had never met before. I see this lady all the time, right? I've never met her. Then we got to talking about business things, right? Not me and the lady, but just us in general, right? So the disruption can sometimes be good. So I am anticipating that God is going to disrupt my life, but when he disrupts my life, it is going to be for the better. It is going to be so good. It is going to be life-changing. It is going to be something that is going to shock me because it's a disruption. You know, it's unexpected. I am claiming an unexpected blessing on today. Okay, I'm claiming an unexpected blessing, a disruption. I am getting ready to walk into a disruptive season, but a disruptive season in such a good way that the disruption is going to be a blessing. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I didn't anticipate on sharing that with y'all, but hey, the Lord disrupted my original message. He disrupted my original plan, okay? And I stayed ready, okay? You gotta stay ready. You got your vest in your car, and you gotta stay ready out here in these streets. Stay ready, y'all.